Good morning. I keep saying I'm going to make videos describing how I make some things that I make around our homestead. So I thought I'd jump into it and show you the apple cider vinegar that I'm making right now. It's super easy to make, and you just need, you can use the scraps even of apples. You can use the cores and the peels, like you can see I have here, but you want organic apples. You don't want the chemicals leaching into your vinegar. And oh, that's my son making silly noises. And all you need is to put your scraps in a jar. Doesn't have to be this large. It could be any size jar, but a glass one. Put some scraps in it. You can see this one has a little bit of scraps and these have a lot. Doesn't really matter too much, but if you have a little less, put a little less vinegar. A little less water. And even if you don't want to use the scraps, you can just cut up a whole apple. I just use the apples for other things and then use the peels and cores to make vinegar whenever we have apples. And then on top of your apple scraps, you put about a tablespoon of organic sugar, Judah, and you get apple cider vinegar with the mother, and you shake it up to get the mother dispersed in the liquid, and just put a good heavy splash in, and then you fill it up the rest of the way with filtered water. And after that, you need to cover it. I have special lids for fermenting that burp when you squeeze them, but you don't need that. This one was the one that was going the longest, and you can see all the bubbles floating up in there. That means it's working. It's starting to turn to vinegar, and then the only way I know it's done is by the smell and taste. I wait about, 2 weeks. Every few days I just smell it. And once it smells like vinegar, I strain out the apple bits and have my own vinegar. And for a substitute lid, what you can do is just a coffee filter on top of this with the metal canning ring on top to hold it down. But what is extremely important, sorry, I'm on my cell phone and I haven't learned how to edit yet or anything like that. But what is important is the lid. Let me show you. You don't want any apples floating on the top because they will float. So you can use, there are little pucks you can buy to weigh down your food, but I just take a little Ziploc, a very clean one. You don't want any bacteria getting down in there. And I put a little bit of water in the Ziploc and just drop it down to weigh down my food so that there's no food touching the air to collect mold. So that's what you can do too. Or you can buy these fun fancy gadgets to help you ferment. And then that's really inexpensive and easy vinegar to make.